Domo, welcome everybody. We are back with PARANORMASIGHT. And yeah, we got new emotes, let's go! Ah! So yeah, thanks for the bits. Yeah, I got all new emotes, so check if you subbed, check them out, spam them, do what you gotta do. If you're not subbed, consider it unless you have like bills or something to pay. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. But we got haunts. Yeah, Ibi-chan did a really good job, so I'm pretty happy with them. So yeah, anyway, back to this game. So basically, we know what timeline we're in now. There's like basically two different timelines, which I kind of suspected, but the last stream basically confirmed that. So we'll continue and see what happens. Maybe someone will get smushed by a foot. I don't know. Let's go back to the high schooler. It's like I keep my Glock in the Vatican. What are you talking about? But yes, thanks again for the bits. Showing off them new emotes. Anyway, back to Yako. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure about how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Yeah, exactly. It me. I am the haunt. And thanks for the squib. I squishy, I bounce. But yeah, before when we told the one guy about Mio, she died, so we didn't tell him about her, so she survived this time. Kari oseo uzumaki we michu chi. I don't know what that means, Timewurm Gecko, but welcome. Like, don't squeeze me, squeeze the cheese. Oh, good morning, Yako. Yako, rise and shine. You're up. Huh? It's morning? Yeah, there you go. Fire! Me no understand either? Oh no, what happened? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Oh, it's, Yako. Yes, Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems you're fully awake and, haven't suffered brain damage yet. Oh, Mio, thanks for the last night. Was everything okay? You're actually alive. Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so eepy. It's like basically they were doing Ouija board stuff at night. And then, of course, they got spooked. You can only remember something about car insurance. Yeah, something about saving 15% or more. Domo Ikejo, welcome. How you doing? We got new emotes. Try them out. Yeah, the Luigi board. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh, that sounds like it must have been tough. Yeah, she's a cute little baked potato. Like Daffy, he's a cute little baked potato. Huh, it sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would have taken a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Yeah, the sniffer. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I've I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? You love it? You love the new emotes, alligator? Domo, welcome. Well, I do maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you've got a rough den, but still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. That's why I'm gonna look into the cause of all of this. Yeah, it's basically an unpaid internship. With her life on the line. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have the curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yucko. Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse, no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. Yeah, it's like a reverse internship. You pay to work. Yeah! Like, that school tuition ain't cheap. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. You know, like an MMORPG. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give it a curse stone at any point. It's like, yeah, I haven't played too many MMOs, but I am aware of Eve. I am aware that is a game that exists. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. Okay. Candy shop. Old-fashioned candy shop. You can spot Yako watching over the store. Yippee! Domo Deadly Kiwi, welcome! We got new emotes! Yeah, it's a candy store. You know how it is. Oh, thank you for the follow, Domo, welcome. Mockingbirds. Oh, for the stickers? Why is it showing me that now? Like, I've got birds. Yeah, like that one. It's like all my emotes are from the same artist, but it's been well over a year since I asked her for emotes. You can tell she's really improved. It's basically an MMO shipping company simulator. Yeah, it sounds about right. Huh? I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Might want to get your old emotes redone? When I have money. I don't know. She might give me a discount just to redo them. I'll think about it. Ishweeby. Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Yeah, it's like, that one's pork roll suggestion. I was like, I need ideas, and he's like, do a squibby. I was like, okay. Okay. Mr... His name always trips me up. Jonochi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading and a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Jonuichi? It probably is. Or Jonuichi. Jonuichi? I don't know. I'll just keep guessing and one of them will be correct. Why? It could be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. Yeah, Cosmic is probably has it. Yeah, because there's no I, so it's not Ichi. So it probably is Jonouchi. Yeah, that's probably it. Will I remember? No. From what I heard, his body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. Jonouchi. Jonouchi. You always pull Yu-Gi-Oh and call him Joey. I'm very tempted to do that. Someone used it. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Yeep, sorry. Yeah, I think we already... Yeah, we read his entire description already. I think it's just updating the fact that he's dead. Alright. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? Thanks for the bits. Enjoy the big squeeb. You're right. That's unusual. But she was at the school last night, too. She must know something about Mr. Jonouchi. Let's see what she has to say. Her face is... Yeah. I'm sure we'll see plenty more of it soon. Oh, Mia, wait for me. Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mia. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Huh, so that's what it was. Did you hear about Mr. Joey? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Yeah, the art is really good. Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What could I tell you? It was almost dawn. Probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out into the ground like something was chasing him. Then he screamed. Someone help me! Forgive me, Michio! Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there someone else on the grounds? Yeah, the duck face is weird. I don't know why some of the characters do that. It was too dark to see where I was. But for a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, but it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like, I was wrong, and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden, his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonouchi and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyway. Right. But there must be at least one person the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, that was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. Tomi, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations. Even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So those seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. Diviners? Diviners? I don't know. It's like sometimes it's pronounced with an E, like divinity. Or divine. Diviners? Are you sure? Okay, I'll take your word for it. You know better than me. I can't fucking read. But even they shouldn't be able to take over the person they possess. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Even if they could, it's only enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must be tough for you, being possessed for so long, he told me. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I may pass. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mia, I've been thinking something. The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonouchi died. It sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curse of the Seven Mysteries hasn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. Yeah, it's like, it's the, I remember, yeah, she is pretty cool. If I recall, the detective speculated it might have been a hit and run, but I don't think anything was really proven yet. I think it was just speculation. That's all I know. Okay. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. But if you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. I guess that makes sense. You told me last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonouchi collapse. Can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Was it that bad? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Jonouchi, they'll suspect you if you told them we saw you with him that night. Yeah. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Joey called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible! Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? Hard to explain. Where to start? It's like, I can't keep tripping on his name forever. It's hard to explain. Where to start? What do you mean by Mr. Jonouchi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh, Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her. Call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing like a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. No way. That's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were a friend. Joey really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone. Like she had to suffer alone. No! How terrible. Yeah, girl couldn't catch a break. You told me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off into panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio? Why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying how it was her punishment. She was soft. No! Of course, Joey didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I could do about it now. You told me if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. From the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person to meet style, you know. There must be some reason. Dunno, got nothing to do with me. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonouchi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way. You mean that really was her ghost? Like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering spirits. Huh. Wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the death board said is true, and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter the situation. I don't know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. So last night, how'd it start? Ah, right. Remember that noisy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yacht to the Garden a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that, like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her, too. Yeah, I do feel bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. Yep, we're back to the creepy game. It's like all the schoolgirls are alive and they're trying to get exchange some information. It's like the teacher's dead, but from the sounds of it, he totally deserved it. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to the park. Then he listened to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day he called me over there like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something? Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. That wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiriishi had that looked like this one. Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had? He knew that I knew her, and that's why he asked me, he said. Could there be something that Michio couldn't even tell the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what, Jonochi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio? What is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. And since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there's just a weird, kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. From the way he was acting, it seemed like something important somehow. Be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass. I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that... Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Oh no, I know now. He probably felt that something was gonna happen to him. Nakagoshi? You know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. You told me? Yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about a talisman. Do you like games with multiple response choices a lot? Yeah, I do like me some visual novels. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now, come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for secret meetings before. Yeah, I love my visual novels, or as you put it, nisual novels. Yuck, I could only imagine. We climbed over the gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Eep! Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jonoichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man, Ashimiya, talking, and then Mio showed up. I said itchy? Yeah, whatever. Oh, you did? That's why I saw Joey come back outside and bite it. I see. So you were the only one here to look for Michio's talisman. Yeah, I don't know why I keep getting it wrong. I don't know why it's not sticking. If I, like, heard it, I'd probably receive it better, but oh well, whatever. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh, and if you do find anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info where we can normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easy to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jonouchi was killed by the curse, just as we thought. Yes, Cosmic? Which means there was a curse bear at the school. Multiple, in fact. What about brownies? Did you bake some for the class? Yes, I like brownies with walnuts. It's like, I specifically like brownies, no edge. I'm not an edge person. I like the center kind. I like them, and I like them melty and gooey. Multiple, you think so? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jonouchi seems to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jonouchi, Hitomi, and old man Ashimiya, who you ran into. What about brownies with raisins, nuts, and chocolate chunks? That sounds good to me. Yeah, chewy's also a good consistency. I just don't like them dry. As long as they're not dry. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was more than one person. Having ice cream with brownies usually solves any dry issues. There's one more person. He told me he saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. Kinky's good, but then it's not really a brownie anymore. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. From what he told me, he was saying it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonouchi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I say there are multiple. Oh, right, the person who killed Mr. Jonouchi would have to be one, too. Which means it must either be the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered I also saw Mr. Arishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved in the curses, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Arishi. I want to believe that not all cursed spirits will be hostile, but... It's like, no. Trust me, your other timeline would thank you for being skeptical. As for what we do now, I'd like to find out who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do... what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Arishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it, I'll help in any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Probably the school? That's where y'all last saw him. So would he be around the police? I don't know. Yeah, Doma Aviator, welcome. So yeah, basically, we just finished interrogating the school delinquent. And she was like, yeah, it's like I saw the teacher die. It's like he was screaming like crazy, and then all his limbs snapped. And it turns out she knew about Michio and the teacher having something going on. So the teacher totally deserved what happened to him. Let's put it that way. Now we're back here, and so Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decide on their next location to investigate. Are they really a school delinquent if they are interrogated at least once? True. Alright, I guess I can't go any farther for the moment. I guess back to Fancy Sushi. With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Suzumi and Ario direct our investigation toward Komagata High School and the Shiraishi residence. Resume. I think we want to resume from the high school. Probably. So, yeah, this will have them intersect. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for today, so the students are kind of wandering around aimlessly. The news of a dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Komagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of the buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. School gate will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Yoshimi also looked out for these students as a Sumida city officer. Juvenile delinquency has been a growing problem for years now. The school's no exception. Alright, any stickers? I don't think there's any stickers. Alright. Huh? That's... Boss, what is it? You want to talk with those girls? I do! Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here today for a reason. Have you ever played Fallout 3? No. I tried New Vegas, but it kept breaking on me and I had to stop. Even after I put in plugins to try and fix it. Because I know there's like mods and stuff to try and make it workable, but they didn't work. Yeah, I know I'm not missing much. Yeah, I have good things about Fallout, but unfortunately, I don't think it would be good for me. Yeah, the game's realistic because the think and move options can't be done at the same time. Yeah, right? Come on, Ariel. Oh, what? Yeah, I usually hear people talk about New Vegas. That seems to be the darling. Hey, aren't you? You must be that high schooler skirting a... skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Suzumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. Yeah, I'm sure that, like, it varies from person to person. I don't know. I'm sure there's fans that think the first one's the best. I don't know. I haven't played them. I'd prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go on a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, let's go. Like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. We got ourselves a deal, right, boss? The girls are at our service. Hold on just now. What just happened? I never said sushi. Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are so funny. You should do stand-up. Forensic are still investigating the area. I don't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there are too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. Besides, it'd be good to have Mio look around the scene, too. Any stickers? Stickers? What's this rope all about? It indicates where, Jonouchi's body was found. They've moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. Ah, yes, the Pastafarians. You could even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh. Cool, Aria, you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little much for a kid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of a curse still linger here. You had no idea that's what they were called? Yeah, it's like, the flying spaghetti monster. It's the Pastafarians. Does that mean Jonouchi was killed by one of the curses of the Seven Mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. It's a pun? Okay, that I didn't know. No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where people have been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Suzumi. You're gonna get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing, Mio. You're a professional. You think? Totally. You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. Oh, when you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. So a curse was used here, which means the curse bearer must have been on the scene, too. Stickers? Sticker? Guy on ground? So how much have you been able to figure out? Yeah, it's like, it's like, that's why she wants sushi. It's like, if she's not gonna get paid, she might as well be fed. Well, I know what happened around during midnight last night. Someone evoked a Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, and brought forth the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. So I'm sure you know there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got, the Evergreen Beach. You've got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, the Yako, the girl standing behind Mio. Like, they could just lie and say they're daughters. Don't worry about it. She does? Is she alright? We could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school... You were here last night? Yes, you see... Huh. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool! So that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? That's, the one-sided reed. The one-sided reed! This is bad! Huh? What's so bad about that one? It's like, you idiot, think! The cursed bearer of the one-sided reed is, where's his name? Nejima. Fumichika Nejima! He admitted himself! That's his curse! Oh, that's right, but wait, if that's the case. Nejima must have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but... What? What? Who's Nejima? No clue. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you know is already involved in the case. I guess. So Nejima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he was gonna massacre the city on sundown today? And he's trying to get to your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him. But to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. Just to be sure, could you tell me more? Tell me who else was... Could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Jonouchi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget old man Ashimiya. Now I'm blue, I'll be die. Wait, Hitomi? You mean Hitomi Okuda, second year student? Well, yes, why? Boss! So she was here last night. Oh? I saw Hitomi earlier, though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions about that? Yeah, shiny. Would you... Yeah, Hitomi said that she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. Oh, I see. Don't worry, this is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about the police officer? Mr. Yoshimi? Do you know about that? Did Hitomi say something about him? Yes, she did, actually. If we're talking about the people who were at school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else? Apparently Hitomi actually saw Jonouchi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information! What she said happened was... da-da-da-da... Michio was the one who killed him? Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonouchi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss, you think it really could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible that Nejima was behind Jonouchi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? To put a stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about the curses of these 7 mysteries, how the curses of these 7 mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Arishi? I would very much like to talk to him. Ah, right, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe? Oh, Kuro Kikyo Cafe in, Kamizawa. Thanks, we'll head over there now. School rules say we're not allowed to go to cafes, though. Don't worry about it, I'll allow it. Thank you. That's all it takes? Yeah. Just write a note being like, these girls are allowed to go to a cafe. Signed, the police. He totally did say that Mr. Yoshimi entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yeah, he's still making the kishy face. Yoshimi give her a talisman? Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. The one that Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be? Boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about him like with dying breath, it must have been pretty important. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. When you guys are giving us Hitomi's contact information, I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. Yeah, these girls they go feet shame policeman. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. Hi, kitty. What do you want? You crave violence? I think Kitty craves violence. Is this what you want? Is this what you crave? Or do you want laugh? Tell me, Kitty. Elaborate. Yeah, pet Kitty. I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up being a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Yeah, he's always craving violence. Well then. Do you think she talked to Yoshimi's fiancé? Haven't they met before? Oh, they have! She told us about that. Yeah, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. About this janitor. Ashimiya, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? Yeah, I'll check my posture. Ugh. I only just transferred to this school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks, I'm starting to get a better picture of all of this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notoriety attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What do you... No way. Ario, have the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked a night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they'd been looking to question Ashimiya too. But he couldn't find him anywhere. No. That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Ashimiya? The man seriously hated getting his picture taken. He always avoided it. Ario, call an urgent search for Makoto Ashimiya. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who orchestrated all of this for a reason. I want to find out why. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right, one more thing. He told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it was a Nakagoshi case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? She looks so expressionless all the time. Well, you know, she's seen some shit. Did you check on that? I will, but, well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes, Nagagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I don't really know the guy. Yeah, you know, she's probably got a couple ghosties in her. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All of Paranormal Affairs cases are just referred to as Nagagoshi cases. Jeez, what's up with that? That amulet he told me was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece for this mystery. Oh, she's in control of herself. Yeah, you know. Like I said, she's got experience. She's seen some shit. Oh my, I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could that old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bear on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time. Oh, it gives me the chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a nice school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh! I may have known Ashimiya I may have shown Ashimiya my curse stone last night. What? I don't like this one bit. Nejiba did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but... I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it have been old man Ashimiya who attacked you in the hallway? Ah, I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What, you did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. It's like he totally would have killed her. Though, you know, it's not like we didn't say that or anything. You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. This is too much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law, help us. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually playing to resurrect her at first. Ah, I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Ario. Alright. Keep in mind, it's just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death was a suicide but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seemed like he had his doubts about it being a suicide. Oh, Domo Periloon, welcome! Hello! Welcome, raiders! Yeah, thank you so much for the raid! Domo, welcome! Get a shout-out for you. There we go. Yeah! Welcome! Hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a good time with your Castlevanias. I'm Blade Daloon, Kitsune Hunter / Animal Tamer, and we're playing, the PARANORMASIGHT. So, it's spooky mystery game. People be doing curses and stuff, spooky ghosts, all that stuff, you know. I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, thanks again for the raid. If you gotta eat or sleep or whatever, go right ahead. Otherwise, kick back, relax, and enjoy the spooky. How long has that hand been petting Taffy? Has it been petting him for several minutes? The hand should have gone away by now. That's weird. Yeah, kickbacks, relax, and chill, Max. Yes, thank you very much. Let me see here. That's strange. Been petting him no longer than I would have. Let me see. Yeah, that's strange. Oh. Oh! I found out why. There was... VTube Studio borked and put up an error message. I had to click the error message away to do anything. That's weird. Whatever. You got extra pets, Cosmic. Congratulations. Alright, well that's solved. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seemed like he had his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A fan? Speeding? You never met him, but you love him anyway. Understandable. He's the goodest boy. Maka, what's wrong? Are you okay? Ah! Ah! What do you mean, ah? Why'd she go, ah? A van. There's a young man in the Whoa, whoa, why are we... I didn't click that. There's a young man in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. A woman? Yeah, of course, I'll give him kisses later. Yako! Uh-huh, yes. Wait, was I... Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. It automatically advances if you take too long? Weird. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem, as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give me any specifics, but if you're wondering about that... So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind, either. Right. Do you have any idea why, Jonouchi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that... I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but... I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Michio, what happened? Yonuchi was almost definitely killed by a curse. But I wonder what about the exact cause of death. If the curse origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. Hey boss, forensics is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure, thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What's that? A ribbon? Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? Doesn't that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then, did she come back to life somehow? But, how? It's like, gee, I wonder what supernatural king could bring someone to life. Back to life. You know, could it possibly have to do with that rite of resurrection that everyone keeps talking about? I don't know, it's a mystery. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jonouchi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Yeah, it would have been a pretty fast resurrection, wouldn't it? Well, I don't know how many days had passed since her dying and the Feast of Shadows going on. I don't know. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you were a big help. Thank you. Then again, we saw Shogo in the very beginning fucking speedrun that shit. So, it's totally possible someone just did it overnight, and then the following day she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill people. But we'll find out. Don't worry, you're a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Nejima and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operations. If anything happens, just go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it, thank you, and good luck. This would have been way faster than Shogo. Well, that's the thing, though. Michio died, like, way before the game even started. It's like, she's the catalyst for a lot of the stuff that's happening in the game. So what I'm saying is, between the start of the game and her dying, something could have happened, but I'm just speculating. We'll go talk to Mr. Arishi about a way to lift this curse. What I'm saying is there could have been multiple rites of resurrections going on. You need a curse stone. I don't know. Someone else could have brought her back to life. I don't know. I'm just speculating. We'll find out. Alright, boss. Let's get wherever you're ready. Yeah, let's move. Alright, new things unlocked. Let's stick with Yako for a second. Ooh, I see the sticker. It's right there. Yeah, he did speedrun that shit. Oh, Cosmic, since you played this already, did talking to that girl in Shogo's route actually matter, or was it just flavor text? You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'd be on hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know. It'll be okay. So, what do you want to ask me? Yako, if you would. She just said, talk to my friend, please. Okay, so she was just there. She was just existing. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That's why I didn't bother. Alright, I wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a curse stone! An Okami mask. That must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night? Damn, they're of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer. Please calm down, Mr. Arishi. Your reaction is too intense, it's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What does he want to know about your curse stone? What would be the best way to approach this? I don't know. Ladder? It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well-versed in the matter. Like, well, that's what I picked. You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Arishi. Won't you help us, please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm in hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Curse Stones happening now? Oh, taking an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Arishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know about the ancient Omayodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? Was that something of the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. On Miodo. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. What does he want to know? Well, if you not tell us anything else when we said we're trying to stop the curse, we need to make something up. Right. It's like me having trouble with the word, heaven forbid. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and think it would really help our research. I see, now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... Ask? Then... What about that record of fates that you've been researching say a bit? What does that record of fates say that you've been researching say about the Rite of Resurrection? Oh, I see, that's what you want to know. Allow me to first, oh god, why are words a thing? Allow me to elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish it in paper. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known omyoji called Seimon Suchi Mikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seimon Suchi Mikado. I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed omyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in the records. Or so it is written in the Record of Fates. Huh. As brilliant as Seaman was, he was also an eccentric. Yeah, I'll hydrate. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo and Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seaman recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself? The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. Uses soul drakes to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that's been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul drakes in the first place. So the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul drakes are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing a ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Records of Fate end there. There's no more? What about the Seven Mysteries or the Curse Stones? There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fate. The Curse Stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Huh, that's similar to what Mio said, actually. Yeah, this is just talking about Omioji. They do, like, divinations and exorcisms and shiz. How are the Seven Mysteries related to the rite? Excuse me, Mr. Arishi? What is it, Miss Kurosuzu? You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the Rite of Resurrection and origin of the Seven Mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff, but about that. That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then? Not exactly, rather. It's not a complete fabrication. There's a basis for it, and that is, well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple students so passionate about this topic. Thank you. There is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fate. It was just after Seaman arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. A conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That's the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual. I called this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspected this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is... The resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seaman's Rite of Resurrection? Yes, that is how the Record of Fate ties everything together. To put it in the chronological order, first, Seaman brought the Rite of Ritual to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Seaman was likely using a different name. Then in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. Alright. So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the 7 Mysteries were basically required to gather the soul drakes necessary for the rite. How are the 7 Mysteries related to, like... Will I ever get to interact with the background? I saw the sticker. I want to get the sticker. And there's more. With this most recent reoccurrence of the curse, I've become more than confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories... I had a chance before the conversation started. Fuck. Oops. It's like, I hope I have a chance in a minute. Otherwise, I might have to start all over. I want that sticker! The resentful memories of the Seven Mysteries etched into those received the curse stones. Resentful memories? Though probably what I can just do is after the cutscene's over, I can just go back to the beginning of it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like, it's like I'm way ahead of you. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted into your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly, those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken as the 7 mysteries. Thus gathering the resentful memories branded by the present curse and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Ugh. You know, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Arishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one, what do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say the 9 curse echoes. One of them is Seiman himself, or so I suspect. Huh? Seiman was one of the victims at the Honjo incident too? Me and Omioji, as powerful as him, has also become a curse echo? Right, it would make sense that the curse stone tied to a curse echo would be special. The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Meow. Maybe with Seiman's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Arishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I've learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot-Washing Mansion and Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot-Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? But not Seiman, I am afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seiman. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one. So, a female Onmyoji and a rival of Seiman was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The rite of resurrection. Precisely, this man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seiman. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely! I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. What's the trigger? Another thing. Yes? You never really finished about what the trigger for all this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtain the records of fates, right? Oh. How did you really get a hold of the record of fates? To tell you the truth, we're at a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Arishi, please, tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. Truth is, I was given the record of fates by a woman. A woman? Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice? And said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the upcoming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month. She specified the time period? I was told if I did that, I could cite a manuscript as much as I pleased. Wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. And tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence I went public with the record of fates. Hihaku and Nicole magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Huh? Hihaku? As in Hihaku soaps? Right, I mean, no, that's not important, just some personal business. After that I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Anything else? Very well. I've told you this much, I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you, what might that be? About Seaman's Records of Fates. There's still a continuation of it. Another document called the Records of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation? Actually, a second section written in Seaman's own hand was apprehended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Honjo incident, Seaman lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became known for its curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate? If Seaman died in a Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Oh, am I wrong? We've gotten the ability Seaman possessed? Of course not, he could use the rite of resurrection. Oh! You're telling me Seaman used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then is it not possible that Seaman himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But then he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seaman. What? They died in a Honjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seaman blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched. Seaman had descendants? Is there someone out there related to him by blood even now? Yes, in fact, I tried to trace it. As far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of how they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. Wish I could have asked whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do, so basically... In the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the rite, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Like, alright, find the scroll. Yes, I understand. God damn it, the sticker is fucking taunting me. God damn it. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Ah, fuck. We've learned a lot. So to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in Edo period as well. I find it so weird that that was like the only time in the game where I start talking to someone and I get no fucking breaks in between. All the other times I had all these chances to examine the area, and that was the one time I couldn't do it. It's like, ah. The Record of Fate Yin scroll may have info we want since it details how to stop the right. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. Oh no, this happens a lot. It's like, well then I'm just gonna have to make sure I don't click on anyone until I examine the entire area then. Now I know! Like, 3/4 into the game! But even Mr. Arishi didn't have any leads on where it was. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too. Right. So, Mia, what are we gonna do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Suzumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate Yin scroll. Suzumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Arishi the Record of Fates, that must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Now let's catch them and make them spill the beans. Thought you'd say something like that. Really? Guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Hmm? Oh, you mean where Michio... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako? Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here to say that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? So, now that you mention it, that day I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. So, but I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about. Thanks. Huh? I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice. I'm also interested in the female Omioji who was a rival to Seimin. Excuse me, you girls over there. Whoa. Like, hey, you're about to find out. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. And who might you be? I'm Yutaro, Namigaki. I should probably tell you, until yesterday I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up. Curse bearer? Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion. Yeah, this guy who's totally nice and totally not going to try and do a once-over on these girls. No. The foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Suzumi was talking about? Ah, you already know Miss Inspector Suzumi. That makes it simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey, you're in the driver's seat. Mako? Yes? Wait, what? Just now was I doing something? Sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter? Right, I actually want to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something with us? You're talking about Michio Shirishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you'd learn a few things yourself. If not now, later's fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. You should go with the what could go wrong? Death, probably. I think rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What should we do? Well, I suppose we may as well hear what you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? It's like, you better not pull a bamboozle on us. So, what do you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead. What? It's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this. Well, I'm sorry this is all so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio? Well, we met briefly once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Right? Well, it would be great if we could bring Michio back. But we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting soul drakes for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know. We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones. Thank you for understanding. Phew, I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. Well, why does he want to bring Michio back? Huh? Yako? Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Did you go off somewhere while we were talking? Yeah, about that. Domo, Wicked Omen, welcome. Yeah, I am blue. I've been blue for a while. I need to change back. There we go. Now I'm back to normal. But yes, hello, welcome. How you doing? Heh, I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. What? Yeah, it's Funky Hans. Why? Are you? No, no, no. She's here again. I don't understand. Wait! It was just an accident! I swear, I didn't mean to. That's why I was trying to bring you back! Yeah, so Namigaki was... You're already... Yeah, Namigaki was the one who ran her over with his car. He's the hit and runner. Too late. Yeah, no, Yako, only Michio. I don't know how long these pseudo credits are gonna be. Like, yeah, never mind. Skip this. After this, Fumichika Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. Yeah, I figured I could skip safely. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again. Yeah, when she was like, yeah, I felt lightheaded, passed out, it's like, yeah. You're possessed by her ghost. Wow, I got an ending! Yippee! Fuck. What button's the skip button? It's not saying. No, I was gonna start back at the cafe so I can get the sticker. I want the sticker. But yeah, that was just a bad ending, you know. Yeah, see, it's like you're literally up in his face when the thing starts. A cafe, I've never been to one. How exciting. It's pretty smelly inside because of cigarette smoke, but... Alright. Give me sticker. The Sparring Sparrow Bros. Alright. Now let's see. If I go back to the story chart... Do I keep the sticker? Where would the sticker be? Where's my stickers? There's my sticker. Oh, it's under gameplay guide? Okay. I see now. Now we can go here. We're okay now. We're Daijo Boom. I really just wanted to get that sticker. Yeah, because it, like, zooms in on his face as soon as the chapter starts, so it's like, instinctually you click on him because he takes up the entire fucking screen. But it's like, if you click on the side, you can drag, and then you see this, and then you can move around. It's like that. Alright, back to where we were. School. Sorry, but it's something we've got to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush. So I'll be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds. Alright, now I have to go back here. Let's go! Madam, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's June Ario. I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. And this here is the brilliant Chief Inspector, Suzumi. And yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. Are you two detectives? This is my client, Mrs. Haruo Shigima. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A big named Shigima. Boss, you know of this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry. I am my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all your criminals with smile. That's our motto. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on one second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. Sticker, 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 sticker. Sticker! Damn! There's one here. Lucky, that's 12, the Royal Kingpin Gwyn. Oh, is that so? Like, hell yeah. Sticker get. I thought we might cause trouble standing in the middle of the street talking like this, but so far we haven't drawn attention. Then again, it might be because nobody wants to get involved in the case. Domo Vampish, welcome. How you doing? By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. And that is... Do you happen to know anything about the Seven Mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. If you insist. What can you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? Can't say I know much. Yeah, the Seven Mysteries of Honjo, but technically there's more like 9. Is that so? Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. I guess knowing how to deal with cops is also part of an investigator's job. Not quite. The two of us used to be comrades is all. Comrades? That's right. Richter used to be part of the police force himself. He quit a few years ago to go solo. Yeah, you know, like there's the numbers are a lie. They don't matter. Like, have fun with that. Is that so? You should give it a try, Ario. There's more freedom in working as a private investigator. I can't say much for the quality of life, though. It's been 2 years, right? I haven't heard of you since you quit. But I don't think your business will last, but here we are. You sure you don't want to return to the force? We'd take you back with open arms. What? To sit on my ass and watch the birds fly? I'll take a pass. I don't belong in that world. Come on, Richter, we need your talent. The public needs you. No, you don't. This is my calling. The police will manage just fine without me. I'll keep on tying up all your loose ends, saving the little birdies you abandon. I think he's got a grudge or something. That Michael Jackson? Nah. What brings you here, Richter? You want a case? Oh, right, I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year? Oh, I remember now. You're that Shigima from the kidnapping case. Oh, did I miss something? Yeah, it's like he looks like Michael Jackson. Hee. Don't be an idiot. It was the case where Sumisada Shigima's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am? Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. And unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. And any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So I never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then? That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so we figured we'd try again. Interesting. It sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. Well, I do consider the police my people. So you consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Wait a second. I assumed they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. As it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary? I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know now. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you've got to say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It must be something big if they've got your head office guys on it. Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thanks, boss. Listen closer to what we're about to say, Richter. Huh, so by using curses to commit murders, these people collect soul drakes to perform the rite of resurrection? And these curse stones are somehow connected to the Seven Mysteries of Honjo? It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. We figured the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. You have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into this all. But if we're talking about shady characters... There was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Wadi Getsui Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think? Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Ariishi. We already got his curse stone. Impressive! You two are working quick. You see anything else? Not that I can remember. That's a shame. If you see any characters who look like they might be carrying a curse stone, it'd be a huge help if you let us know. Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case too? There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happen to be your specialty now. I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of bright folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh? By the way, that reminds me, Richter. Yes? You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiriichi by any chance? You knew? I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously, Michio was involved with curses and magic? Frankly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi? Oh right, Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right, he died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard it was the most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn, I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonouchi? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed everything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we've found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those psychic high school high schoolers? Didn't they also say that there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's all true then, did you figure something out? Kankichiro Iwai! Huh? Kankichiro Iwai! He'll be the next victim! We have to open the door to the Sariichi house. We need to look inside. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord will give us the key if we asked. Screw that. You know how long it could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... It's like, no, he might actually be onto something. Think that, you shitty door? This is how you do it. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still the same as always. Everyone, come quick. Look at this. Oh, fuck. Ah! Whoa, what's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here. Whoa, could that be Michio's dad? Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's gotta be the body of Kankichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been at this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Ario, did you find Jonouchi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Jonouchi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiriishi. She's alive! She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? It's gotta be that, and if she's alive, then... My apologies for interrupting. I know we just arrived at an interesting plot point. But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Well, judging from that one ending we saw, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Then again, who the fuck really knows? Consider this. What if Michio Shiriishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? And so I would have you answer me a question. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiriishi at 8 o'clock? Kathy? At the hour of 8 o'clock this morning. Where was she? What kitty? He's screaming at me. Hold on. Ugh. You want to go on my lap? Come on. Such a brat. Do I know? I don't. I'm trying to think. What kitty? Wait a minute. I see, very well. Congratulations, you're correct. Right, because right now, it's like... My theory is that Michio and Yuko are... It's like either she possessed her or they're the same person, one or the other, but... We'll let the game explain. As expected, you got it one go. Well, the cause of death was such, was it not? Yes, Yako, not you. Oh my god, why do I keep saying Yuko for everyone? Jesus Christ. Why am I like this? Must have noticed some time ago. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. But yeah, no, I was going off the ending, because when we first started this stream, she was at the candy shop at the beginning of the day. So, yeah. Yako was at the candy shop. Therefore, Michio was at the candy shop. What? Does he really think Michio Shirishi's alive? Just think it through and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but... Do you think that girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Ario, go report to Stage Q. Understood, I'll get on it right away. I'll start investigating this place. I'm sure it isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person pasted on the wall over there. Huh? Whoa now, hold on, look at these photos. These are all of Fumichika Nejima. Gross. Really, come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over there. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. Like, wowee, bot. It's like, wow, you actually, it's like bot senpai noticed you. I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine? Let's keep looking around. Look at these pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. You think the Shiriishis are somehow connected to Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think Nejima might be involved in all this too. You think he might have anything to do with the body over there? Maybe, the man's already on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard. So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Subida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say! You were the kid from back then? You were really brave. You did a good deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, madam. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. And now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's trying to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. What, kitty? Kitty, why are you standing up? Are you done? You want kisses? Give you a big kiss? Mwah. Okay, goodbye, kitty. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Yeah, wants a kiss and a dead rat. Well, he can get the first one, but not the second one. We can't have him tasting blood. He'll go on a frenzy. Damn, that's quite the threat. You certainly can't afford to stay put here. Yeah, like rats? Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if why Fumichika and Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. Not funny to look at, but I can't help but wonder, what in the world is this? They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, though. I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my, who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Yeah, I fixed my posture once Kitty got off my lap. Now he's shucking his toes. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. Yeah. Voodoo with the voodoo. Oh, looks like I just need one more file thing? I don't know how many files there are in total, but I'm all the way down to 49. Huh. The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. They might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. Yeah, that's him. That do be him. It's the boy. He doing the sniff up. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing but admiration? Thanks for the sniff a bit. But then... looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while now. This ritual or whatever was something he attempted up to recently. Well, even the neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Iwai was the one chanting? Hard to say. It could have been one of the Shirishis as well. If you look through these books in the bag, we might learn whatever it is they were trying to do. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be able to touch things, right? Right, there he is in here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here, not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. I was hoping to find a talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see, thank you anyway. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. There's candles and stones with inscriptions placed all over. Are these tools for some ritual? Hey, don't touch anything, you hear? That's right, considering this is a murder scene, we ought to leave everything as it is. All of this can be used as evidence. If anyone finds forensic toys with it, it'll cause trouble down the road. It's the same man in every picture. Is that, Fumichika Nejima? Wow, this is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter, you're quite the spectacle yourself. You mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal? Yes. With the window and storm shutter closed, no light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. Neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. The sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. These aren't just cut from publications. They were even snapped a number of shots of their own. They must have admired him. Why else would they have collected so many pictures? Whatever the case, it's certain they were obsessed. There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of it, I'd say he's Kanshiro Kankichiro Iwai. You've seen him before? I heard he has a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Ma'am, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Cruel is what it is. Alright. Can I examine the books now? What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through one if I wore gloves? Blech. Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. This used to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you called them grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. Think this Iwa guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Iwa doesn't look to be the type to be into this stuff, but you should judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of the youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection? Like the rite? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. Alright, I probably have to keep examining the book. What is it? Looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's. A journal? His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow, now this is something. Well, we'll find out what he wrote after I take my bathroom break. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. Get myself situated. All comfy. And let's go. What is it? What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So this Konkichiro Iwai fellow, he's been researching for a spell to restore youth for years. Yes, good to be back. So he's into black magic from the start. He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems like he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not a coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Nejima of all people? There was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointed to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yep, it's been a mystery to all of us from the very start. Whoa now, wait just 1 minute. Do you think? No way, are you saying... That's right, the murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima. You've gotta be kidding me! So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane! You're telling me that Nutjob did all this for some honky-ponky resurrection? Shit, resurrection! That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life. Damn, that's it! That has to be it! Fucking hell, it all makes sense now! What? What is it? So about the Nejima murders, there's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby. A baby? It was a girl. Looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. Is ya babu? So was Nejima the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge. He found her? She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their children under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. Well, I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could not get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now. Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing. Yeah, I remember all of that. Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or should I say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. Goodness! That's horrific! He killed her, and dismembered her body. We thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Don't misunderstand me, this is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I for one never believed that man would just take a baby found under a bridge. I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear. Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now this whole resurrection magic has come into play. We should consider the possibility it was his child. Yeah, this is getting extremely dark. Good lord. Now, maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he had an interest in the rite of resurrection. Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking he was only after the curse's power to massacre. Chief Inspector. Yeah? What happened to the child? Without a birth registration on file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future. Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written to Iwai's journal. We know Iwai had managed to obtain a grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol Nejima while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him that idea. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori. You know, that one woman we keep hearing about, but I don't think we've actually met in person, who's very much a suspect in, like, all of this right now, the more I think about it. Like, gee, you heard a woman's voice in a park? I wonder who it could have been. Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps? So that's where this leads. Yeah, evil old witch woman. Yeah, they even call her a witch, so... Yeah, that's gonna be my guess for the moment until proven otherwise. She's responsible for spreading the rumors of the curses. She's the one that talked with, Araishi. Here, let me read what he wrote. The Queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she'll spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Good fucking lord, this is just martyrs all over again. Magic, rituals, and rites, she'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She's apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hiteki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into Rite of Resurrection as well. That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the Rite of Resurrection. It's starting to sound likely. It might also be why she's spreading a rumor about having godly powers. Yeah, more vanity than greed. Oh yeah, totally. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. Godly powers? What's this all about? Oh, you could ignore that. Either way, I think Iwai took the payment he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiriichi family, Michio and her mother, Toshiko, were just unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? And this has something to do with me? Are you saying that... No, you can't mean. You realize then. Perhaps... Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child! That's exactly it. Iwai moved in with the Shiriichis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth resurrection spell, but... I'm extracting a life force from someone young. Oh no, of course! That awful man! So it was Iwai! This man! Iwai worshipped Nejima. So he must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time... Fuck! You've got it! Iwai kidnapped Haruhi Shikima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone! Ah! 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 You're telling me that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child! Ah! I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnappers deemed to be mocking the police. Yeah, this dude be doing some 3D chess here. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. That man, he took Suichi. Ah! Madam, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices of a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Yeah, I think he is a genius. That's why he's like, fuck the police. I'll just go on my own. I don't need you guys. Okay, man. Let's just take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go get some fresh air? I can't believe this. This is... Ugh. Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. Before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal. Oh? Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shirishis, it seems most want to Nejima instead. The fucking simp. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at the moment, it's probably in that hideout. Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no, not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among the other things. What good is that information? The girl's already dead! Wait, no, she's alive! That's right, Michio Shiriishi is alive. In spirit? In physical form? I don't know anymore. Could be all the above at this point. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout, too. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. Let's go! I think this is new. Kankichiro once made a living by placing advertisements in magazines to sell phony magic items and good luck charms. Yeah, they don't know about possession yet, so that's why it's like, I'm 95% sure Yako is being possessed by Michio. I'm 95% sure. Just putting 2 and 5 together. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post-war era when things and people were simple, and has nothing but negative things to say about the rapid developing unconscious world as of late. Yeah, exactly, 25! Radical in his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again, Kankichiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society cesspools to make a few coins. When the Nejima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Kankichiro, as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Nejima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could find on the man. Kankichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices and had a chance of meeting with Fumichika during his incarceration, solidified his idolization. He was captivated by Fumichika's talk of black magic, and following his release, acquired the grimoire Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshiko Shiriishi, Kankichiro set his sights on her after encountering her at her part-time job. When he learned that the Shiriishi family was in financial trouble and could not afford to send Michio to college, he turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. Cool, I got an achievement. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving in with the family, and used violence and money to keep Toshiko and Michio under his thumb. Yeah, you know, meth. All the while, his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hihaku Corporation. Kankichiro forced the Shiriishi family to perform various rituals. with any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings. The mother and daughter were helpless to resist. After Yaku offered Kankichiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a youth restoration spell. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima, the son of Haruhi Shigima, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michio so as not to alarm the boy, and when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. Oh god. With Michio's assistance, Kankichiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shuichi house and told the young and courageous boy that he'd kill Michio if he tried to run. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the police, it was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and break down the public order. So Kankichiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of an embargo on the press, the kidnapping did not cause a public outcry akin to that of the Nejima murders. Infuriated, Kankichiro had Toshiko perform a sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michio if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi in his sleep, but the spell failed, for which Kankichiro blamed her. Warning Michio to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother, Kankichiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river. The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Subida River after floating through several canals in Honjo. Having drifted for days in the polluted waters, little evidence remained. Although Kankichiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michio spent their days consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kankichiro until the day they died. Woo! All is revealed. Yeah, Domo, yo, 3 times. Welcome. Yeah, you would know. You've got numbers. You've got math. Domo, welcome. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, that was a lot to read, but that basically summed up everything. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right. But Richter? I feel grateful towards Michio. Because she killed the kidnapper? There's that too. But it's for something else. Whoop. If Michio was the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now. Soul dregs, I mean. Hey, Richter? Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, like my antivirus update and it's giving me pop-ups. It's like, shut up, antivirus, I know! Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Dejima is planning to cause a massacre to collect soul dregs, then all the better. I won't give up on resurrection. Understandable, ma'am. So, I'm counting on you. It's like, ooh! Yeah, antivirus is the real killer, yeah, right? Let's see. Too much to handle. And Haruhi and Richter break into the residence. Yeah, we'll just continue from here. Let the plot thicken. In further news, today the body of an adult male was discovered in the residence of one Toshiko Shirishi around noon. The man, identified as Kankichiro Iwai, is said to have been in a relationship with Toshiko. He was unemployed at his time of death. While further investigations are still underway, it's suspected that his death is connected to the recent serial killings in Honjo. Evidence on the scene may also implicate Mr. Iwai in an unsolved child abduction and murder case from last year. Well, that was quick. Well, ma'am, it seems like we managed to settle one part of the kidnapping case for now. Let's begin discussing our next steps. Right. Stickers? Stickers? I have that sticker. Yeah, they did have to mention his employment. I mean, how else are you gonna make money? Yeah, it's like he was getting money from the soap people. The soap people that want to live forever. Young and beautiful. Judging by the official announcement, it seems what EY wrote is likely true. Yeah, man found dead. He was a damn bum. Indeed. With both the kidnapper and his young accomplice dead, the police should be able to handle the rest. Now that it's over, I can't help but think how pitiful it all is. We never would have known a thing had we not found his journal. Carelessness is what usually leads to crimes like these being exposed. It was pretty much the same with the Nejima murders. But stumbling across the answer by pure chance really makes you think. Makes my skin crawl to think of how many cases like this are left undiscovered. Me too. It's certainly disturbing. Alright, let's reassess this curse situation. Right. I must admit, I never expected the police to be so on top of things. Yeah, worthless hobo found dead in the ghetto. We pulled him up from the sewers. The chief inspector, Tetsuo Suzumi, provided us with a good wealth of information. I'm surprised he knew so much about the curse bearers. Do you think they noticed I'm one of them? I'm pretty sure Ayo didn't. The chief inspector, on the other hand, we'll have to be careful around him. But if he had suspected anything, I'm sure he would have detained us. We should stay vigilant moving forward. Agreed. Even if we steal a curse stone, you may not be able to successfully perform the rite unless you're a curse bearer yourself. Would you be okay with hanging onto the stone from now on? Of course. Just don't use it though, okay? Alright. I won't massacre people, you know. Not at the moment. It's like, we gotta stop the one genocidal maniac, and then we can worry about her. Richter? Yes. That's right. Would you mind if we make a stop on our way? We can make it quick. I apologize for the diversion, but I'd like to visit a candy store if possible. Huh? I suppose I don't mind. Well, with the kidnapping case all wrapped up, we can focus on our efforts on obtaining the right of resurrection, yes? Indeed. I'm counting on you. If what we heard is true, there are just 3 curse bearers left to be discovered. There's the Whispering Canal, who God only knows who it is at this point. It's like, I don't know what to believe anymore. The Beckoning Light, and the Taiko of Suguru left to investigate. It may benefit us to visit the place connected to these stories a few times. The candy store visit is just for stickers? Okay. I'll keep my in mind and get all the stickers. I need the stickers! I see. I'm still highly suspicious of the people at Hyaku's Soaps. They could be the ones pulling the strings. That Takumi, Yumioka fella is probably aware of the curse bearers we're searching for. Tracking his movements may prove to be useful. You want to follow him? If we were to follow anyone, he'd be my first choice, but... Damn it, times like these really have me wishing I had more personnel. I imagine it's tough working on your own. Oh yeah, for anyone that's just tuning in and you need to catch up on what's going on, I do have the VOD on my YouTube channel. It's the plight of running a small business. I'm always on the hunt for a skilled assistant. TLDR is, people be doing curses to revive people. And then there's Nejima, the one who appears to be a curse bearer too. The one-sided read, I think it was. If you want to look for someone that's likely to gather a whole lot of soul dregs, well, look no further. He did say he would unleash his curse on a large number of people at nightfall. If he gets the chance to. If the chief inspector manages to track down Michio, then, well, there's a chance he'll manage to apprehend Nejima before he gets up to no good. But why did you tell the chief inspector about the safe house? If he hadn't had that lead... It was written in EY's memoirs. Just a matter of time till he found out. Besides, we're talking about a massacre here. I can't just turn a blind eye. Uh-oh. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough there. Let me drink some water. Have some water, blow me nose. There we go. How is it different from any other curse bear collecting soul dregs? Well, if we're talking Nejima, it could be a lot more dangerous. We'll just keep a close eye on Nejima and the cops. What about the girl from before? Ayame Tono. Do you think she could be a curse bearer? Or there's a chance she could have gone and stolen someone else's curse stone by now. That's possible too, but... We haven't been to Midoricho Park yet. The place connected to the Taiko of Sukuru. Oh, right! That's close to where she lives. What if she was a curse bearer this entire time? She could have lied. It's like, what? People lying? No. It's possible. It would make her a brilliant actress to boot. The idea's got me itching to investigate her again. That place is rather suspicious. If only we could run into someone there. Alright, I think we're on the move. Then shall we depart? From this part on, you'll be given the option to finish investigation, which will allow you to immediately end this part. From there, you can continue on to the next part. You may also come back and restart the section from the point at which you left off. Weird, but okay. Let's go to the candy shop so I can get my stickers. I need my stickers! Yeah, free movement, let's go! Stickers? Sticker! Whoa, no way! Jeez, you made me jump. It's Mockingbird 14 Falcon Man! This guy's a real speed demon! Oh, was that right? It's kind of scary how you even know the exact number with just a simple glance. Hell yeah. Mockingbird. Senoia, the children seem pretty fond of this place. It looks comparatively new. They must have had renovations done not long ago. There's some vending machines. You can buy canned juice for 100 yen. These days, vending machines sell a lot of things besides juice, too. The shop's close to the park, so children have been coming and going without pause. Places like this candy shop have been slowly disappearing from the street view recently. I gotta gamble? Okay. Any more stickers? Oh, right, ma'am. Could we go for... Should we go for... Monjayaki or something? That's sweet of you, but I'm not hungry right now. That's too bad. I haven't had great luck with this Mockingbird raffle. Would you mind if I tried a few more times? Apparently, most of them are just replicas of the real deal, but even so, they're well worth the price. Some of the kids are saying they managed to snatch some real rare finds in this lottery. Go ahead, don't buy them all now. He's up in front with the kids to participate in the raffle. It's weird seeing an adult his age enjoying himself so much at a candy store. Look at his smile, he must have won something. How nice. Oh, damn, it's Mockingbird number 10! Cacophony! He's a nihilist, but he gets the job done. Oh, well, you seem pretty happy. Hell yeah! Ooh, that's a cool looking one. Let's go! He's up in front of the kids. Did he win another one? Oh, it's a duplicate. Okay. Just let me know when you want to leave, okay? Okay, okay. Maybe I could get a different one? Oh, it seems he didn't win anything. He's probably so hard even the kids are laughing at him. Like, can I just keep examining him for stickers? It's still the 10 one. I'm like, can I get a different sticker? It almost feels like I came here with a child. My boy never had much of a taste for sweets. There's one more to get? Okay, so I do have to keep clicking on him. I had a feeling. Otherwise, it would have put a check mark on him. Yeah, I need a guy like Richter. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he's my favorite. Makes this kind of fresh experience for me. Big bucks, no whammies. Holy crap, this one's super rare! It's Fairfeather, the coolest peacock around! Oh, so it is. That's a pretty big win, huh? Let's go! Woo! Just need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to go! Woo! Yippee! Alright, now I'm done. Now he's got the check mark on him, so that means we're done here. Alright, let's go to the park next. Richter seemed to be a little nervous when Ayami Tono was mentioned, or was I just imagining it? We've reason to believe the curse bearer of the Taigo of Sugaru was here last night. It's possible they're already dead, but we haven't found any definitive leads. Everyone is relaxing so peacefully in the park. It's hard to imagine it was the site of some horrid curse. You! Hey, that lady over there! That's Ayami Tono! Like, it do be her! Call out to her! Alright, I'll be right back. Ah, he's gone. I suppose he really wanted to talk to her. Or not! Oh, there he is! Does he mean to jump out and surprise her from behind? That's a terrible idea. Huh. Does he mean to intimidate her? Ah, she noticed. I guess his purpose was to talk with her after all? Question mark? I wonder what they're talking about. She doesn't look like she's planning to run. Oh, they're coming here. Here she is. What do you think? Smooth work by the master, huh? Yes, very smooth. Yeah, he's just being dramatic. It's like, I'm gonna talk to her. Dramatically. Pose, Yeah, it's very smooth. Hello, thank you so much for yesterday. I know this is sudden, but I'm actually being pursued right now. Pursued by who? I think it's the police. Would you be willing to provide me shelter? From the police? I figured we could hear her out and see what kind of mess she's gotten herself in. Don't make it sound like I'm some kind of criminal, please. Like, why are you being chased? The police have my apartment stocked out, so I haven't been able to return home. I heard them say something about wanting to protect me, but something doesn't feel right and I got scared. I knew it. She's Tetsuo's daughter. She just goes under a different name. Probably her mother's name. I had a feeling. Do you have any idea why they're after you? Well, I haven't been searching for the curses, so... We shouldn't trouble ourselves with hiding you if they're after you for a good reason. Huh? How cruel! But this handsome investigator wouldn't turn me in so easily, would you? It was pretty obvious. I was just waiting for her to say something. It's unfortunate, but we've got reason not to get involved with the police ourselves. What shady reasoning. But if you got some murky secret to hide, we might as well cooperate with each other, no? Anyway, how's your plans to resurrect Hokusai going? Unfortunately, that's been going quite well. Oh? Does that mean you found someone to steal a curse stone from? Not exactly, but I found a kind of last resort. Which is why I can't let the police get me. What do you mean by last resort? You're really asking me that. It doesn't concern you at all. Why should I tell you? Ugh. What if we make a deal? In exchange for keeping you hidden from the police, you'll tell us about your last resort. Huh? Is that why it got you interested? Oh, I've got it. You're mean to steal it for yourself. Not at all. I'm just curious. That excuse will not just do. I don't need you to. I'll find a way to stay safe on my own. That was a close one. I should have known the only one you can count on in this world is yourself. We can't let her get away. Let's go after her. Stop! Get any closer and I'll scream! Please, wait, we'll help you out, with no conditions. Well, you changed your mind quick. That just makes you all the more suspicious. I tried my best, but I couldn't convince her to stay. Could it be that you don't know how to handle a girl like that? Mentioned college-age daughter? Yeah, that's exactly how I figured it out. I just didn't say at the time. Because I was like, I was like, let's have them talk a little bit more before I jump to conclusions. Since she's looking for a safe haven, would you mind sharing your address with her, just in case? Well, doesn't really bother me, but do you recognize there are police officers in my close family? At least allow us a way to keep in contact, no matter how small. Ayami Tono says her plans for the Rite of Resurrection may be achievable through this last resort. Does that mean she's given up on her plan to steal a curse stone? Richter? You know, I have one as well. A last resort. You do? Ah. Even if we don't steal another curse stone, I already have my own. If it becomes necessary, I am prepared to use it. So you think it might be possible that she has one of her own too? Or that she despises the idea of using it to kill others, so instead she means to steal a curse stone with soul dregs already in it? It doesn't contradict everything we know. She lives nearby, which means she might have the Taiko of Sugeru's curse stone. We still don't know much about that one. Richter? That last resort Ayami spoke of. It could be our chance. We can use her. I hear you loud and clear. Alright, let's go bridge. Like, bridge sounds good. I was out here last night looking for the curse bearer connected to the beckoning light, too. Did you see anything? Afraid not, but they gotta be out there somewhere. Oh, there's something funky over there, but is there stickers? 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 Where's my stickers? There are so many old factories along this river. It must have been quite different in its glory days. But now most of them are closed down due to the tight regulations on waste disposal. It didn't have a check mark on it, so that's why I clicked it twice. Doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. Wonder if it's one of the factories that got shut down when they tightened up regulations. Did something draw your interest? No worries here. I made sure to take a quick shower this morning. Alright, Richter? What do you think that is? Oh? I don't see anything. Really? You don't see that? That thing that looks like a phantom ball of flame floating in the air? A ball of flame? Must be the curse echo. Maybe only the curse bearers are capable of seeing it. But could such a thing happen in broad daylight? Have we seen that funky thing before? I think we have. It's gone. I wonder if it was the beckoning light's curse echo. That phantom flame you saw might have been a manifestation of the lantern. In that case, doesn't that mean a curse bearer is nearby? A curse bearer might be lurking in the vicinity. I'm gonna check the surroundings. I guess that's why there wasn't a check mark. I needed to examine the thing first. Yeah, I was hanging around the scene of Yuko's death at the start of the game. Not Yuko. Yoko! Yoko! Yoko Ono. Nothing. I didn't find anyone who looked the part. I see. I don't doubt something happened around here, but something might have changed in the area. Keep your eyes peeled. Did the factory change? Doesn't seem like anyone's been up there for some time. Like, I don't think anything else has changed. Factory doesn't have a check mark on it, but I can't seem to do anything else. What you saw earlier must have been the beckoning light. Something might have changed after that happened. Alright, maybe we'll go somewhere else and see if that did something. How about the park? The area was closed off to the public this morning after his body was found, but end the investigation. Well, let me finish exploring and then I'll finish. I don't want to miss any stickers. Police quickly managed to complete their investigation and reopen the park as if nothing ever happened. The people in the area are so shockingly calm considering what happened here. You'd think they'd put off knowing there was a dead body here just this morning. What I heard, it happened right about where you're standing now. Eek! If I want help, all right. Well, it's like, let me look first, and if I miss one, you could just scream at me. The phone booth, it doesn't look out of the ordinary to me. Playground? Would you look at that? That's a pretty unique looking playground. Did it catch your eye? Perhaps, now's not the time though. Yeah, scream anyway. We have an emote for that now. I got new emotes, Heavy Aether. Behold my new emotes! Perhaps now's not the time though. But it did get you interested. Yeah, I'll stretch. Yeep. 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 Yep, exactly. There you go. Alright, stretched. Does he want to play on it? I don't play on it. It'd be quite the challenge to pass through it. You'd have to go underneath there. He definitely wants to play on it. Yeah, posture's good, stretched out. You can go take a look if you're that interested. Alright, I'll go check it out just to make sure. You didn't have to think long about that. What's that? Did he find something? I found a mockingbird under the playground equipment. Damn, talk about lucky. It's number 19 Penny Prattle. Ah, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have ended yet. Called it. I see, congrats. Domo Wildbog, welcome, how you doing? Playgrounds always get me all fired up. I love this child of a man. This place is associated with the Whispering Canal. The canal must be connected to the man who was found drowned in the park. Agreed. Wasn't the victim a Hyaku Soap's employee? That's right, his name was Shogo Okie. Considering his occupation, he probably came here in search of a curse stone. If the people in the company know about the rite, it only makes sense they'd be looking for curse stones. You think the chairwoman in Takumi would send their regular employees out to hunt for the stones? Yeah, it's a cool parrot. In that case, perhaps that Shoko died trying to take the stone from someone else? Either that, or he was killed precisely because he was a curse bearer with a curse stone. I suppose so, but considering the location, wouldn't that mean the curse was used was the Whispering Canal? Good point! That would mean Shogo Okie wasn't the wielder of the Whispering Canal curse himself in this timeline. Could he have had the Beckoning Light, or even the Taigo of Sugeru? I was here last night, and there weren't any dead bodies then. It's highly possible he was brought here from somewhere else. If that's the case, the wielder of the Whispering Canal has already collected his stone. Ma'am, excuse me, but there's one more thing I'd like to try. Oh, be my guest! Shogo Ogie is the name of the person who died here. It's hard to believe he was here by chance, and end up murdered with a curse. Given his ties to Hihaku, we could assume he was aware of the situation and somehow involved with these curses. A bunch of kids gathered around Richter to poke fun at his clothing. Seems like kids come running for him wherever we go. Not all too surprising with his attire. He has a complaint about it though. I wonder if he has a soft spot for kids. Cute. Alright, let me go to Shiguma residence. I doubt there's stickers here, but I just want to make sure. Oh, we just go back to the reception room. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I did everything here. Okay. Save just in case. Alright, finish. That means we did everything. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? We got standing by. Darkness? Oh, you are new. I don't want to check you out yet, though. Let me finish everyone else first. I should probably go to standing by first. See how that goes. Oh my god, a high school. Boss! I just talked with the Subida police. Oh, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it'd been an accident. The new character was the thing that changed? Okay, fair. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood splatters on the front. And guess what? The blood is a perfect match for Michio's. Oh, so it must be the van that hit Michio. You got it. It's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate had been removed, though, and they even scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Now they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. Any stickers? Sticker! It's a duck. Wah. It's nice that we got permission to use the school as our base of operations. The principal and head teacher were a little reluctant at first, but they were convinced that it helped the investigation. Deal with all this must be a real headache for those guys. I should think of them again later. Anything else to click on? Guess not. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michio died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure it was really an accident? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates that the driver was traveling at a considerable speed, but there were no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they may have been intentionally targeting Michio. Then what was the motive, you think? Who would have had reason to kill Michio? The first person that comes to mind is Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew about his crimes. But then Iwai was supposedly able to control Michio by intimidation alone. Then there's also the teacher who was taking advantage of Michio, Kohei Jonouchi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely anyhow. Yeah, this guy, the detective guy does have the duck face all the time. You're right. Well, though both of them have fallen prey to her curse. That's true in that case. It's quite possible she's also to decide to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. They don't cut off his lips. He needs those to talk. Yeah, it's not just possible. She may have already done it last night, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served as a motive? The talisman, that talisman maybe? That talisman maybe? Yeah, maybe he's trying to get a kiss. The one Yoshimi was looking for? Does he want to kiss the boss? Does the man yearn for the old man Yowie? Oh, you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found on her remains, nor in her house. Doesn't a hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go for a little talisman? Yeah, the Yowie monkey. It's like, nah, it's just a silly little, horror mystery murder, but yeah, sure, why not? We can make it a Yowie. You can make anything a Yowie if you try hard enough. I should know. In the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident after all. Yeah, it looks that way. Either way, what we need now is a testimony from Michio herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, Yako's done it too, which is why I'm like, probably just something the young kids are doing. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. I still have my doubts that it'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yako turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but I guess we'll just have to wait. Shall we head inside? Alright then. Yeah, I guess we'll head inside. Alright, let's wait inside the school. I'm sure they'll be here any moment. And not dead. Yeah, so I gotta do this one now. Back to the high school. Ain't that interesting? The Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from that teacher. Thank you. Good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Don't call it that. Or just stop making things sound weird. Anyways, let's share what we found at Michio Shiraishi's house. Yes, please. It's like, yes! A man named Iwai kidnapped sacrifices for black magic? Michio helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Jonouchi used that the blackmailer? It's like, yeah, it's a way for you to conveniently recap everything. About Michio. Based on a report of looking at the circumstances surrounding the deaths of Jonouchi and Iwai, if Michio Shiraishi did it, it would make sense. This is the second time Mio does that. You know, it's convenient. Furthermore, there are signs that Michio Shiraishi wanted someone to notice. Huh, really? The ribbon that was left at the scene of Koei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you knew that already. Yes, ever since this morning. But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit. Huh? So if we get this Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, we'll be able to dispel the curse? Yes, the source of this curse is a tragic event called the Honjo incident that dates back to the Edo period. An onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchi Makoto is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse. Right, I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll your top priority. Understood. But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Seiman have inherited it, but I don't think they're aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off of. Maybe we'll have to ask Paranormal Affairs. That reminds me, Mio, was the Western black magic used by Iwai and Nejiba really just an imitation? Huh? Why are you asking me? Boss said that you knew about this sort of thing. Do you not? Oh, well, I mean, I have some knowledge, but... That's strange. I don't think I've ever told anyone that. It's okay, Mio. No one's judging you. Right, it still feels a little weird. Hope this dev team works on more games. Yeah, it's like, this game is on Steam. Who worked on this? I know Square Enix published it. It's a Square Enix game, but I don't know if there was like a specific company. Let me see. Nah, it says publisher Square Enix, developer Square Enix. I'm sure you could probably Google it though. Oh, right, about the mastermind. I had an idea. Huh? What is it? This is about the chairwoman of Hyaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that Iwai person. Yep, whether the goal is to restore youth or resurrect someone, she's got her hands all over this. She has money, too. It would also match Hideki Arishi's account of a woman's voice. Yeah, they probably got a special dev team for this. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. All the more reason why I'm surprised this game isn't voiced. Because it's like, you would think with it being Square Enix, they would have had voice acting, but, whatever. It's a visual novel, what do you expect? An evil business lady with supernatural powers. A classic setting. Yeah, Air Square Enix. If only we could confirm those powers of hers were actually real. But I think we're near her limit. So, what's your opinion on it as someone familiar with Western black magic? If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but... It's on Android and iOS? I believe it. Considering it's like you could use the touch... I could see you being able to use the touch screen and everything, so I believe it. I'm using mouse and keyboard just to make my life easy, but yeah, I believe it. It's $20. It's probably gonna go on sale soon. So, you can always wishlist it if you're interested. Based on their methods, I'd say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use and was employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposefully required living sacrifice to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much. I'm impressed. Really matches the vibe you've got going on. What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. Oh, right. Thanks, I guess. We'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell HQ to look into her. If that black magic is just an imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. I'm just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. Yeah, about that. Now then, if we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yako Sakazaki. What? Me? Yes? Take out your curse stone and give it to Mio. My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks, I'm just gonna borrow it for a second. Well? Yes. There are soul dregs inside after all. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything, I swear, you have to believe me. It's okay, we know. Yako, calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you. But... There's no mistake that Jonouchi and Iwai were killed by that curse stone. But the one who committed the act is... the ghost of Michio Shiriichi that is inside you, Yako Sakazaki. What? Inside me? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's okay, Yako. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yako. By Michio's ghost. What? It probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Filled with regret, her lingering spirit reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yako. No way, you mean Michio's ghost is inside me? I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally the mind will reject such attempts, and it'd do nothing more than affect one's mood or energy levels. But Michio had powerful spirit sense to begin with. And because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michio's spirit. So for those reasons, your minds merged without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point. Which also means it'll be difficult to guide her spirit to the afterlife. No way! We've merged? Me and Michio's minds are... But I don't feel different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. That's because after she merged with you, Michio started to believe she was you as well. As a ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michio Shiriichi. You have been acting a little different from usual. You'd also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, if we don't have a proper understanding of the regrets Michio Shiriichi had when she died and why, it would be difficult to separate her from you. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoked her ghost, it could have risked causing her to dig even deeper into your mind. Oh no. When we mentioned limits earlier, we mean that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility that you will join completely, making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belong to her and which belong to you. What? That's so scary! You mean I won't be myself anymore? Oh, but if it's Michio, maybe it wouldn't be so bad? Oh, I don't know, what should I do? But... It was actually Michio who used the curse stone while I was unaware, wasn't it? Doesn't that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that. I think it's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of the Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers were boosted. And strengthened by the feast, Michio's consciousness surfaced and took control of your body. And that means... I was the one who killed them! I cursed them both! Ah! Yako, no, you were being controlled! Right, Inspector? Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'll be recognized as not being responsible for the crime due to the possession. It's not something you can control. No need to worry about that. No, you're wrong! I wanted to kill them too! Those feelings must have come out. It's not only Michio's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michio didn't commit suicide. Yeah, she's at a boys get her. I wish that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had the curse stone with me, and I wanted to get revenge for Michio when the chance came. That's how I felt. Yako. Because Michio wasn't able to accept her terrible situation. It was so hard, it wouldn't be unusual for someone to take their own life. And I had this curse stone. I made Michio get revenge all by herself. Michio tried so hard to keep on living in silence, and I treated those feelings like they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Michio. That's why I killed them. Like, ma'am, you could have just walked away from this. You could have just like, yeah, I was possessed. Why are you making this hard for yourself? Yako! Here you are. Oh, hi, Michio. What's up with you? You have me worried sick since you haven't been coming to school lately. Feels like it's been forever. I'm glad you seem to be doing good. Yeah, sorry. Sorry I didn't tell you why. Yeah, guilt complex. I've always regretted it. Oh, come on. You're acting like we aren't buds. Yeah, that was the one murder you could have walked away from. You tell me if anyone's making you sad and I'll take care of them. Thanks, Yako. Actually, I'm here because there's something I wanted to tell you. Really? What's the matter? You can tell me anything. Well, the truth is, I did something unforgivable to an innocent man. Saying that I was forced to and didn't have a choice doesn't undo it. I'm sorry. I feel so guilty. What? I've done so much I can't take it back, all because I was weak. There's no escaping the hell I've created for myself. I couldn't handle it anymore. I started thinking about killing him and dying myself. Neither of us deserve to live in this world. What? But something went wrong, and that's why I died with regrets. But thanks to you, I finished what I wanted to do. Thank you. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. What? Wait, you don't need to apologize. It's only now that I realize, and I know how selfish it is. But I hope you remember the time we spent together as friends, and how we were able to be together in the end. Please, don't forget me. Huh? No, Michio, wait. Hmm? Huh? You're awake? Do you feel okay? I'm sorry I had to spring that all on you, Yako. What? Is this... Are we in the classroom? Huh? What? Was I dreaming? I'm sorry to rush this along while you're still gathering your feelings, but... We need to hear what Michio Shiriishi has to say. Now. Right. And so after considering what to do, it is true that Michio's consciousness has mixed with yours. But if I summon her ghost, we may be able to establish some communication. Oh, I understand. So you thought to use the spirit board again? Yep, I have a hunch. I think the spirit we called last time may have actually been Michio herself. Really, you think? And our spirit has been close to you ever since then. Now let's do it. I think we should. I want to hear from her. Come on, throat. We're getting there. Very well. I have no idea if this will work during daytime, but let's give it a try. Are you ready? Just in case something goes horribly wrong. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I just hydrated. We're good in the neighborhood. Okay, here we go. You remember how to do it? Place your finger on the coin. Yeah. Right, like this. Good, now do as I do. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Please tell me if you're there. Yes. It's here. Now, is it the spirit of Michio? Yako, would you ask the spirit? Alright. Are you Michio Shiriishi? Oh, spirit, are you her? Yes. Ah, said yes! Don't be so sure. Some spirits like to play tricks. Can you try asking a question only Michio would know the answer to? A question only Michio would know the answer to. Let's see then. Oh, spirit of the spirit board. How much did the ribbon I bought with Michio cost? 4 9 0 490 yen, that's right. Well, it seems we have the right spirit. Okay, can I have you ask her a question? Okay, what do you want me to ask her? I want you to ask about the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout and the location of the talisman as well. Okay. Where is this hideout? Tell me the location. Please, terrible things will happen if he isn't captured soon. I'm sure it's painful to try and remember, but you're the only one who could help us, Michio. Where's the money? Please. It moved. This is an address. She's giving me the address. Amazing. Thank you, Michio. Okay, I have the address. Thank you. Alright, Ario. Get a move on and check out that address. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ and order a simultaneous house search and sweep the area. I just hope the information is accurate. I know it is. Where's the talisman? Oh, Spirit of Spectre board. Do you know where the talisman you had is? Yes. She does know. Wonder if you find a way to narrow it down. I'll try asking. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit board. Did you carry around the talisman with you at all times? Yes. So she did carry it with her. Then did you have it with you when you had your accident? Yes. Huh? She had it with her. But there's nothing resembling a talisman in the articles left behind at the scene. So that means someone took it with them and ran off with it before the scene was investigated? But who would do that? That would mean someone knew Michio had died before the police did. The first person to discover and report it was the caretaker of the apartment building next door. Should we check with them? Let's see. The other possibility I could think of is the perpetrator of the hit and run. But it was a hit and run. Wouldn't they have run away? It might be possible they came back, driven by fear or something else. Even so, they didn't report it and went through her belongings. But to only take the talisman? Seems hard to believe. Unless they were after a talisman from the very beginning. How likely is that? If the talisman really is so special. Ario mentioned the same thing, but to run someone over just to take something from them? It's possible they just picked up the talisman after hitting her for no particular reason. Either way, if it really was a hit and run, then I hope they get caught. It's possible she remembers something after seeing that picture of the car. Then, shall we try asking? I'll try. Who's responsible? Oh, Spirit Spectre board. Who did it? Like, we know. Yes? She says she knows. That's a relief. She hadn't known. Huh? In order for Michio's spirit to find peace, we need as much detailed information about what happened as possible. We can't send her off to the afterlife if we don't know what happened when she died. This isn't like a forced exorcism. Huh, so that's what it'll take. Alright, I'll try asking. Right. Oh, Spirit of the Spectre board! Who did it? She knows the name. I wonder. N A M I G A K I. Namigaki. Oh, Namigaki? What? You mean Yutaro Namigaki? You two know him? We talked with him after we left the cafe. He used to be a curse bearer, right? I see that. So that's why Yako had that reaction when we saw him. What? I'm thinking that guy said he wanted to talk about Michio. What? The hell is he planning without his curse stone? He said he'd be waiting near Ryogoku Bridge. Got it. I'll join you there once we're done. He's the bastard who killed Michio? Yako. This should be enough information. We can release Michio from her suffering now. Let's do it. Alright. Say goodbye. Alright, rest well, Cosmic. Oh, Spirit of Spectre... No, Michio. Thank you, you helped us. You know? I'm sorry I didn't know about it at all. Your family, the kidnapping, Mr. Jonouchi. I'm so sorry. It must have been so hard. Not that I can understand, but I'm sure it was so hard. I mean, of course you would want revenge. I wanted it too. We've all done things we wish we could take back. But I'm glad I at least know the truth. Yako. There's so much I want to say, but that's enough. Let me just ask you one last thing. Someday, can we hang out again? Yes. Aw, you mean it? Okay, it's a promise. Have you asked everything you wanted? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to guide Michio's spirit now. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Michio, with this, I'll finally be able to free you. Hey, Yako? Yeah? You never accepted the idea that Michio took her own life. I'm glad you never stopped trying to find the truth. Yeah. You're right. You know, I didn't realize just how hard things were for her. Mio? Sorry. Just... Michio was taken advantage of by so many of the dolls around her. She put up with so much. I should have tried to talk with her more. I know how you feel. Thanks, Mio. It hurts thinking about all the things I could have done. Why'd this have to happen to someone so kind and hardworking? It feels like she was ill-fated to the very end. It's just too cruel. But even then, she didn't even tell me about this stuff. And she let herself worry more about revenge than living. I'm mad at her for that. Come on, I should have known something was wrong, but come on! Oh, what was she thinking? Seriously? I mean, seriously? Am I really not unreliable? Of course I'd help you get revenge, you idiot! Baka! I don't care how you had to change, if you had changed or whatever, I just wanted you to live. Yago. I'll take responsibility for what's been done. But one day, if we meet on the other side, I'm gonna have to give her a good punch. I'll tell her she's the real fool's procession, or something. Then we'll hang out like always. Sounds like fun. Alright, I'm sending her off, okay? Oh, wait! Look, the coin. It moved to no all on its own. You're right, why did it do that? It seems she still has something keeping her here. Yako, do you have any idea about what Michio wants? Me? Oh! Please don't forget me. I think she told me that she didn't want me to forget. I see. Then... Michio? If you can hear my voice, let your feeling that you won't ever forget her be known. Show it through an action. What? Oh, what if I save? Will that do it? It's like, if I save her in a memory file, that counts, right? It's like, yeah, I put you in your file. Thank you. Though I don't really want you to punch me, so live a long life, okay? I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Alright, well, I guess we're going to the bridge. It's Brib Chime. Yako, are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. I guess I really wasn't feeling like myself recently. It was like there was a part of me that I had no control over or something. Yeah, I think you're back to your normal self now. I'm glad there weren't any problems. I wonder if Michiyo was able to find peace? I know she did. You don't have to worry about that. It seems that her regret was not being able to tell you what was going on and growing apart from you. Yeah, I guess I can forgive her for that. But there's still something bothering me. Really? Yeah, I wonder what this feeling is. It's like there's a piece of her that hasn't left yet. It may be an after effect. Maybe because you gave your stone to Chief Inspector Suzumi? Doubt it. Having a cursed stone shouldn't have any effect on your body. But dealing with 4 curses sounds like a lot of stress. Good work, Chief. Someone's like a completely different person all of a sudden. But are you really sure about this? Having us arrest you once this is all over? You might be able to get your case treated as just an accident. It's fine. Treat me as same as someone who used a cursed stone to kill someone. If anything, I should be thanking you for letting me go free until this is all over. Thanks, Chief. No, just use the insanity plea. Don't worry about it. Is he here? Whoa, you didn't say anything about bringing the police. Sorry, but I don't have time to care about what you have to say about this. What business do you have with this girl now that you've lost your curse stone? I'll tell you this for free. I have her curse stone already. Ugh. Any sticker? Good thing I checked. I got 15 stickers. Let's go! There's a lot of traffic around here, and it's very noisy during the day. The amount of exhaust coming from cars is overwhelming. I hear it's not healthy. Anything else to examine? Look at? Stickers? Any more stickers? We should let him take care of this. Well, leave this to me, okay? Okay, sir. Alright. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michiyo Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning when I received my curse stone. And that's why I took your curse stone. Man, can't be too careful. Besides, what connection do you have to Michiyo Shiraishi? Confess. We, met once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Uh-huh. Met once? I see. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but... Do you think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car? What? I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. Why the fuck you lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. If you don't know, I'll tell you. And you'll let me ask you some questions in return. Ugh. Did you just get your license recently? Huh? We found a van with bloodstains on it, you see. It's only a matter of time before we find who the owner is. What's that supposed to mean? Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Michiyo Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your curse stone, didn't you? Stop! Stay away from me! Damn it. Okay, I give up. It's all over for me. Afterwards, Yutaro Namagaki gave his confession. Yeah, he's a terrible liar. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michiyo Shiraishi. He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. After hitting the schoolgirl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. When they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone while he sat panicking in the car. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume a hit and run, as it looked like similar to a suicide by jumping from the height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways, and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. Next morning, her body was discovered, and luckily for them, her death was ruled a suicide. However, darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken despite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he could see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing at him at all times. Troubled by the constant hallucinations, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore and planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. It was then that he first heard rumors of the rite of resurrection. He thought if he could resurrect the schoolgirl that it would be like if the accident never happened. And with that, the darkness shrouding his heart could be dissipated. From then on, he researched the areas associated with the Seven Mysteries of Honjo every night. And he received the curse of the foot-washing mansion as a result. I see. That's right, I'm not a bad man. I wanted to turn myself in. It was that girl who tempted me. Okay, calm down and listen, son. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these poor girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? There's something I want to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michio should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything. In that case, what about that woman who's with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Just riding passenger in a car involved in an involuntary vehicular manslaughter isn't a crime in and of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect your duty to report the accident. And if she took an article from the scene, she's also charged with theft. Can you tell me who she is? You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right, it's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. Her name is Ayame Tono. She's an art student I met in town. What? An art student named Ayame Tono? Whoa, are you absolutely sure about that? Well, why would I be lying to you now? What, do you know her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. Well, you're looking at him. Shut up! Ooh. What's wrong, Inspector Suzumi? You're drenched in sweat. No. Wait. Damn it, why? How could this happen? Listen up. I'm taking this one with me down to the station for more questioning. You two go after the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Got that? Okay, we will. Come with me. Whoa. Let's get going. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Why does he have a gun? Let's start this. I might stop like halfway depending on how long it is. Just a little more. Just a little. Blow my nose. You know, we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Omyoji Seimin Tsuchi Mikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. So this is the Hyaku Soap headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, Chairwoman high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at a company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. And if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask if she knows about the Yin-Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Oh, well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh yeah, there's the Yako I know. There are a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police cars and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Suzumi have let that Nejima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. Like, oh, we'll find out about that soon enough. Stickers? No stickers. Now, shall we? Yeah, we'll go inside. Alright, let's give this a shot. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you need an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even receptionists gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe our private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case... Yep. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? That one Inspector Suzumi checked with. I forget his name. Oh, right, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Oh, we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then I only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. Is that all I can do? Anything else? Yeah, because I still have the mocking voice to take care of. Oh! Good thing I was stubborn. Because they were like intersection. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I could do anymore. It's like, we gotta get them connected. Alright, I'll leave it there. Like, the important thing is I got that sticker. Alright, we will finish this game tomorrow. I'm sure I'm towards the end. It's like, we solved so many mysteries, but so many more questions that still need to be answered. We'll find out tomorrow! So yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Thanks for the follows and bits and all that good stuff. Let's see, who can I go raid? Ooh, she's playing Yuppie Psycho. Ooh, but Bluebird's doing a collab. It's like, I played Yuppie Psycho. I want to raid Yuppie Psycho. That's a good game. Well, she did just raid me the other day, so I might as well raid her back. Let me make sure I'm spelling her name right. My God. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys being here. All right, I think I spelled it right. All right, good night, everyone. Rest well. Eat your vegetables, and make sure that you check to make sure you're not being possessed right now. It's 12:30 in the morning. Do you know where your soul is? Good night.